Today I'm going to show you how to format your output using a UI table in MATLAB. So let's begin. First off, what is a UI table? UI table stands for User Interface Table. And let's say, why would you want to have a user interface table? Well, makes your outputs look more professional. So for instance, let's say you got an internship and your boss is like, okay, here, I'm going to give you these variables, and this is how these are how the machines respond using these mathematical formulas. Give me all the results. So you can just pop open MATLAB, because we're all professional at MATLAB now, and we can type in, the vector x equals yada yada yada. Alright, so for simplicity and sake of time, I already created that. So you just create a new, basically a new M file, new script, and open new M file. And so here it is. So let's say he gave you, these are the parameters that you get out of the four machines: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you create a vector. Then you have the three mathematical formulas on how the machines respond. So you have one of them, the left one responds, in a sinusoidal, the other cosine, another one 2 times sine of 2x. So these are your values. So let's check what the output response would be. We're to simulate it. Alright. So we'd get these, okay? Yeah, that looks good, but you want it to be more professional. So let's create a UI table. So first off, here's the basic code. I'm going to go through it and explain what each thing is. So first you need to create the figure. F equals figure. So that's going to create just a blank square figure. Well, you can also customize it. So I created a name. You just dash name, parenthesis name, comma, and then here's the name of the table. Then you have to set the position using basically a four vector number. So the first two numbers dictate the position x and y. So 100 by 100. So to start off somewhere about here. And then this is the width of it, the width of the table, and then the height of the table. After that you close it and stop that. Then you want to create your data. This is the tricky part. The data, each of these individual data points has to be a single number. As you can see up here, we created x, and it's a vector containing 5 numbers. Therefore y, z, and w will also be 5 vector numbers, or vectors containing 5 numbers. So first off, we have to place just the first one in that one. So here we go. We have x11, which is the first x value in the array, which is 1. y11, which would be sine of 1. Z, which would be cosine of 1, and those forth. It's a little tedious process, but it'll pay off in the end. So just easily copy pasting and then redoing it, just changing this number does the trick. Then you're going to create your column names. You want to specify each column so that you can differentiate, okay, this is for, let's say, the left machine, right machine, middle machine, and the input. Alright, so that you can just, this name and also this name are whatever you'd like them to be. You can name this anything you'd like. Then finally you want to put all these things together and create the UI table. So you can use any variable right here and say equals UI table, parentheses. You need to have units are normalized, so you can create so that the units when in place will be normalized units. Upon that, they'll all be integers. Then you set the position of the inside table which you're creating. So this, you can fiddle around with these, but this has worked the best. Once again, XY position. These are the positions within the first figure that you created, and then these being the width and then the height. Then data. This needs to be specific. This data needs to have just spelled like this, capital DATA, and then space, and then your dat, whichever your dat will be. So this is all my data right here. Then column name, and then column name. So when we simulate it, let's see what happens. Boom, pops out into a nice table. Very professional looking. As you can see, you can take off this if you like. There's a lot of fiddling around you can do, but here's the first UI table, and it's also selectable. Just highlight it all, Control Copy, Control C, and you can see. If you'd like, you can paste that into Excel, and thus forth. But that's how you create a simple UI table.